other Dogman tales from the LBL. Because in 1973, there was a group of college kids, and they are chased in their Volkswagen bus, look, heads up, Blue Box UFO, by a large bipedal Dogman type unknown monster. And also, in 1978, a woman named Jan Thompson and her cousins, they are chased by a similar creature. And here's a portion of the retelling of that incident from Jan Thompson, told by our host, Elijah Henderson.
At first, it appeared to be a very large wolf emerging from the dark outline of the trees, but as it approached the one-lane road that connected to the driveway, its height grew to a towering shadow that stood on two legs, much taller than a man's height, maybe by a foot, and with the sun gone down behind the clouds, it only cast a silhouette of blackness, hairy blackness. My mouth dropped wide as well as my eyes. This was not happening. This was not what I was seeing. My mind was going back and forth from rationality to reality. I was from St. Louis. The most frightening thing back home in Missouri was Momo the monster, the Show Me State's version of Bigfoot. This was no Bigfoot.
Yeah, see, this thing is no Momo, it's no Bigfoot, and we also get a little confirmation because he is retelling a story from a woman named Jan Thompson. It is not 12 feet tall either. It's ridiculous. Yeah.
It's only a foot taller than what a man's height is, which could be 5'8".
He does this thing where he just mentions someone's name or puts their name on the screen, and like that's supposed to make us believe that they're a real person or that any of this is true just because their name is on the screen. We never see these people. We never see anybody.
Okay, hold on. It's because Jan Thompson is actually a cryptid investigator herself. She's retold this story. He didn't want to go over it too much, but he felt it was important because it happened in this area, the LBL, and this dude is nothing but thorough. And you guys probably tell already, I really like this guy because I haven't even put him on the soundboard once. That's very rare for me. Yeah, but I do have this one. Play soundboard 1. This is to remember him by, maybe.
Hairy blackness.
I don't know why.
Oh, man. And you got to make it longer. You got to take the sentence before it because it reminds me of, like, we're gathered here, something about, was it love, marriage, sweet marriage? It's just like you need that repetition in there.
The only one that even got close was drip, drip, drip. But
that was. I thought you were going to get that one for sure.
I like him. I'm trying to keep him off.
Blackness,
it's funny the better
hairy
time.
blackness.
Hairy blackness. You know, you don't want that coming at you in the dark in the woods, just a big old hairy blackness coming at you.
I don't want most things coming at me in the dark
terrifying.
In the woods. Yeah.
No, this story of Jan Thompson, this is really terrifying. She's a young girl, and her and she's staying with her cousins out in the LBL. Her brother or cousin is out on a dirt bike. He comes back, he's freaking out. He brings them all in the house. That's when they see the hairy blackness come out of the woods. But Jan Thompson, her story concludes with her and her cousins. They barricade themselves in their aunt's bedroom because their aunt is not there. She is shopping. So they go in the aunt's bedroom. They barricade themselves with knives to defend themselves. And then the creature breaks a window. He's trying to enter the house, but he gets scared off by the aunt returning from the store and honking the horn because she wants the kids to come out and get the groceries. And this actually saves them. That dog man freaks out when he hears that horn. And here are Jan's final thoughts on that incident from 1978 from Elijah.
Maybe some of the stories passed along the years have been added to, stretched a bit, like all local folklore and first-hand stories are over time. My story wasn't an urban tale, though. It was a first-hand account of something I really and truly do not want to believe in, and wish I could forget, erase from my memory, because the nightmares remain real, even though the events are still unexplainable by the laws of science as we know it.
See, this one was no rumor or urban legend. This actually happened to her. It's a first-hand account from a woman who is still investigating stuff, Jan Thompson. A very convincing dogman story in the LBL.
Yeah. No, this one, it actually was riveting at this point, because I was, when I was watching this, I like to have them up in the background, and then if I hear something particularly interesting, I'll go back and replay it, and that's what I had to do here. And I was like, I stopped what I was doing to listen to it. It was actually, it was pretty creepy. Yeah. The gash marks and everything.
He brings it up, but he's trying to just do an overview, kind of we are, of just a little area, and his thing is perfect for this. But yeah, go check out her stuff if you're interested in this dogman of the LBL. But there's even more accounts from the LBL. How many times am I going to say LBL? Here are some rapid fire dogman incidents.
1979. A couple of campers are allegedly killed by a massive wolf-like creature with facial features similar to a hyena as a witness helplessly watches. 1982. A family of 4 is reportedly killed by a massive wolf creature. 1984. A couple is terrified by a bipedal wolf beast at Hotel California. 1991. A family on a campout is attacked and pursued by a creature described as a werewolf.
All right, I promise I'm going to get back into that Hotel California. But that is a lot of Dogman, Wolfman stuff for one area, just the claims. It just keeps going on.
Yeah, I mean, they're infested. Like we said, that you can't...
These are the Dogman. This place is kind of terrifying. And the sightings, they persist. Because why would he be making this video? Because even in the 2000s and present day, we're still hearing Dogman from this area.
2002. 3 men camping are attacked and chased by an upright canine that is said to look like a werewolf. The creature starts out on 2 legs and gives chase on 4 legs. Another incident in 2002. A bow hunter's death is tied to the beast of LBL. 2016. A camper sees a bipedal wolf in his camping area. 2017. 2 more campers are alleged to come up missing under mysterious circumstances. 2019. We ourselves had a run-in with something of a frightening nature, and you can hear all about that in our Dark Hollow Nightmare Nugget video.
All right, even he's getting in the action. I'm going to use this time. I never plug anything. I'm going to plug his video, his Nightmare Nugget. Go check it out on his channel.
Do you have to pay extra for nugget sauce?
The Cryptid Studies Institute, CSI. Let him know he's doing a very nice job with his Dogman nuggets. So I won't play that nugget. I'll let you go. You got to go hear that one for yourself because he's got his own incidents happening to him. But that's a lot of them. Did you even hear the one of a bow hunter? A bow hunter. We've talked about a bow hunter before with Pigman. What did that bow hunter say?
Everything dies.
Oh man, that's one of my favorite clips. Even though he's so
even
creepy.
bow hunters out there getting it. And I will say this: I'll do another little plug if I'm gonna plug him. But me and Rob have been playing some Bigfoot game on Twitch recently, where him and I are hunting the Bigfoot. And this story reminds me out of it because we have an RV. We've gotten murdered in our RV.
Yeah.
Even at one point. At one point, they bring up a sawmill in the story. There's a sawmill on that map. I think that Bigfoot game is based off of this Dogman area because we are getting murdered like there's Dogman everywhere. It's crazy.
It's definitely giving me flashbacks of what I've been dealing with.
Well, yeah, and the reason you brought that up is because Russ keeps playing that clip every time that you die, right, Rob?
Yeah, he plays that clip a lot. I would like it if he attacked Bigfoot rather than playing the clip.
I'm trying to play it when I shoot the Bigfoot because when Pigman says
everything dies,
he usually kills. So I'm hoping it's going to help me save you. But we're nearing the end here, and I want to play this little bit about Eliza's trip to the LBL park, the one he talked about. And this may or may not be a scathing indictment on the rangers that are running the LBL park.
We went back in the spring or summer, and I asked the park official if they wanted to know where I was going, and they said, no, just go find you an area and set up camp. Think of that for a moment. That gives the park plausible deniability. If God forbid something did happen to you and you came up missing, all they would have to say is, he bought a permit online and I don't know if he ever showed up or came and left. We don't have a record.
Yeah, wait, are the park rangers complicit in all this? What's going on in this place? What's really going on, man? This is on the next level.
I don't know what's really going on, man, but let's talk about this. I don't think that the park ranger was being like dismissive of their safety. I think that they probably thought that they were worried, like, hey, is there some place that we shouldn't be? Like, are you guys going to be like worried about where we're going? Like, no, you're fine. You're good.
It also sounds like possibly nobody ever comes to this camp and they're just like, dude, just like go wherever you want. Like, whatever. Yeah. We're just glad you're here.
Thinking,
like, go have fun.
Exactly. Whatever. Like, yeah, make yourselves at home. You know, find a spot. You're good. Whereas if you're worried about your safety and you want somebody to know your whereabouts, maybe that's when you tell them, like, hey, just for my own safety, here's where we're going to be.
Yeah. Oh, he wants people. No, He wants them to know that he's there. That's why I think he was surprised, because I know for a fact, I saw some of the things. I know he brings a dog whistle there, and he's like, I usually use this for Bigfoot, but I'm going to use it for Dogman. He heard responses. So if this guy's staying there, and he already knows where the other people got murdered, he's probably spraying canoe on stuff, trying to trap it. So he knows if something happens, he wants people to know that he's there. He doesn't want to just
That drove me
disappear,
crazy. That scene drove me crazy, where he's down on the side of the water and he's talking about how they had a dog whistle, and he's like, we've had really good luck with Bigfoot with the dog whistle. And I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, what does that even mean? Like, if you've had you must have caught Bigfoot, or at least got some great pictures or something. Yeah, like, but no, we don't ever see any of that. He just says that they've gotten really good results, and that when they used a dog whistle across the water, they heard barking, and they don't know what it was.
What was that?
They don't know
it couldn't
what
be dogs.
Could have been anything.
When he is using that dog whistle for Bigfoot, I'm sure it means that he's doing it at night and he's getting responses. Okay, he might not have the great evidence that you need, but you may or may not need it, and he may or may not have done it, and that's all that matters. Or maybe it does matter, or it doesn't. But it's time to conclude this fascinating and in-depth look at the beast of the LBL. Here, Elijah sends us out the way he guided us through this whole adventure, with class.
When I hear of the Beast of LBL, for some strange reason, it makes me think of a line from the William Butler Yeats poem, The Second Coming, that says, "What rough beast, its hour come round at last, slouches toward Bethlehem to be born." While LBL is hardly Bethlehem, I would implore you, friends, should you decide to brave the backcountry at Land Between the Lakes, and you happen to hear the terrible howls emanating in the night, because out of the darkness they can begin, or you hear deep, guttural growls issuing forth out of the forest, do not linger. Flee, get to safety as quick as you can, because the bloodthirsty beast of LBL may be slouching toward you to make you its next meal. Until next time, I'm Elijah Henderson with Cryptid Studies Institute, signing off.
Bye, brave man. So that is very poetic and some very solid advice at the end there. Very well done. Bravo on this documentary.
Yeah. Bravo on your research, and bravo on your integrity as an investigator. I will say that.
A lot. And that actually concludes the story of the Dogman Beast of the LBL. I got to ask you, Drea Morrow, what did you think of the Dogman?
Of the Dogman, I am way more terrified now, because this, I don't think it's the same Dogman from like Michigan and Wisconsin, but
I'll say the old Dogman, all we knew about was he's eating roadkill.
Do you eat
and
roadkill?
He was running around to just scare people.
anyway.
and you can see him from a
families.
bus, and he's jacked up like Arnold. But this is like, now knowing that he actually murders people, if allegedly, I'm still, I'm a lot more scared of going into the woods in Kentucky or the Land Between Lakes.
You saying you may or may not be terrified?
I cannot. I
You
cannot
don't
confirm or deny
commit.
that.
You don't know these
I
people
can't
anything.
commit. We don't know.
What about you, Rob? What do you think about? You just let it out now, Mr. Skeptic. What do you think about?
I think Elijah's. He's got an endearing personality about him. He reminds me a little bit of like Porky Pig without the stutter. I don't know though. Like, Dogman is really. I don't know if I believe in Dogman that much, because I feel like a lot of these things could be just like a wolf. A lot of these situations could just be a big wolf.
They do stand up on two legs a lot.
They stand up, but a wolf, when it attacks, it jumps. You know what I mean? Like,
it may or may not.
I don't know.
Sources report we cannot confirm.
At the same
whether or
time,
not
though,
dogs stand on their hind legs.
I will also say, though, this is Kentucky. We know Kentucky, weird things do happen in Kentucky. There's goblins in Kentucky. So maybe there's some sort of like interdimensional,
oh shit!
vortex,
Maybe it was monkeys, you guys.
or portal. Maybe it's monkeys.
Fuck. It could have been monkeys. Could be tigers.
They could be vicious monkeys or could be tigers.
Again, I'll say, if you want more, please go check out the Cryptid Studies Institute. That's CSI to me and Elijah Henderson. He's doing good work. I want to help support this guy. But before we go, though, I promised I was going to talk about Hotel California. Because strangely enough, this area isn't just known for Wolfman, Dogman, jacked up like Arnold or John Candy's. There is also just play soundboard 2, because this area is also known for this.
Oh no, vampire rods.
Yes.
Oh,
vampire rods. Yes.
What?
In an unbelievable coincidence, this area is known for vampire rods, and one vampire rod in particular. A man named Rod Farrell, who was the leader of a Kentucky vampire cult. I swear to God, a vampire rod.
How did you find this out?
This vampire cult is located in the LBL. It was, at least. And at the top of the steep, overgrown trail, there is a captivating view of Kentucky Lake, but the image is marred by a concrete skeleton of a building that they call Vampire Hotel or Hotel California. No one seems to know who built this structure in the land between the lakes. Now, though, the ruins are a magnet for cultists who use its seclusion after dark to hold rituals. So here's the story on this place. Rod Farrell had a teenage vampire cult, and they would frequent this place, this abandoned place called Hotel California, or whatever, Hotel Vampire Hotel. And they would hold blood rituals there. This cult, Rod Farrell and this cult, they got deadly serious, though. Rod traveled to Florida with his followers, and he killed the parents of one of the female cult members. And he was caught later on in Baton Rouge because they wanted to go see an arcade in New Orleans. I don't know why. I lived in New Orleans when this happened. They were at some arcade there. He was caught. He is now serving life in prison. I'm not going to say much more about this. It's a very disturbing case, and maybe one that our friends Brendan and Weebs want to go take over at Serial Spirits. Go look into the Kentucky vampire cult. Rod Farrell, just have us on for it. But I will say, Rod Farrell, that is my least favorite rod of all time now. On the scale of rods, rock bottom.
Rod bottom.
So what do you think of that? This forest is not only known for werewolves, but vampires, too. Vampires that actually murder people, and a dogman that murders people.
Well, I mean, obviously I'm not a fan of that. I don't like that happens. I'm just still confused about why is that place called Hotel California? Because of the whole, like, you're immortal now because you got your blood sucked by some weird teenage cult?
You know why it's called Hotel California? Because you can check in anytime you want, but you can never leave. That's why it's called Hotel
California.
Well, sure. You may or may not be able to leave. Maybe you could, but you probably don't want to. A lot of murder going on. There is so much evil stuff going on in this area, this LBL. And my final question, Drea, would you actually brave a trip to this place, the LBL area?
Oh, yeah, for sure. As long as I have a really, sweet RV. Yeah.
What about you, Rob?
Hell yeah. I love checking out weird abandoned places.
Hell honestly, yeah. Hey, I say we should do it. We should all go and make a trip out there in a really sweet, glamped out RV.
That whole place reminded me of like the Montauk Project. That's what it looks like when I go out and I go exploring out there. So
no one's getting murdered by vampire teenagers and dogman out there.
You're sure as hell not getting murdered out there. That's for damn sure.
Hey, I may or may not ever be going in that place. I perhaps might never get near it. But let's get out of here now. That was it. I hope you guys all enjoyed The Beast of LBL.
Summer morning in early June is where the legend began.
There's no other better ever Dogman songs than from the original Dogman episodes. That Steve guy making those. I love the original Dogman song. Yeah, it was great to play it again. This is the first time we've ever talked about a Dogman. We talked about Pigman, all kind of different men. Yeah, Monkey Man, all kind of stuff, but never Dogman.
The Grunch wasn't like a Dogman? The Grunch?
Yeah, they kind of like to be kind of like a secret, so we don't know.
Yeah, you're right. It was more of like a secret.
Oh, man, Elijah would not be able to handle that. He does not want. He needs facts on facts.
He needs more details.
You know, they like to be kind of like a secret.
Yeah, that's not going to swing. We need details on details. It was a lot of fun doing this. It's great to get into a cryptid that we haven't talked about in a long time. And Beast of LBL, man, that's the scariest murderous dogman there could be. I don't know what could be worse as far as cryptids go.
I mean, yeah, I think this is the most murderous thing that we've talked about on this podcast, to be honest.
Yeah,
I don't think gruesome.
I can't think of any other cryptids that have actually killed people.
No.
So, you know,
That we've heard stories of like that. Yeah.
What do you do with Dogman? Even if you catch him, do you put him in prison?
You don't go there.
How do you deal with it?
No, you probably kill him, dude.
Yeah, you kill him.
You kill him
put
back.
Him on a giant flatbed truck, and you take him out of there because that's what they take the
That's
military.
what the U.S.
into this.
military did.
Oh,
You know-
wild stuff.
I wonder if you could just call like the dog catcher or like somebody
No
like
way.
that.
Oh,
could-
sure. Oh,
This is-
sure.
Oh yeah, if you want
Call a
another
dog catcher
murder-
for a 12-foot dog. You can do that.
Look, I'm going to go check calendar12.com and dog catchers in 1982. Yes, in 1982, they were equipped with nets. That's it.
Yeah,
They
and
didn't
how
even
much
have-
did they get paid? I don't think you could pay anybody enough to take care of a dog man of this stature.
They may or may not have made just about minimum wage. So we're going to go on now. We're out of the dog man. Let's talk about, we didn't do it last week. Let's get into Unbelievers voice mailbag.
The Unbelievers mailbag.
Ooh, right in the mailbag.
Hey man, check your mailbox.
Hey, you got some new mail over here.
Sup, bitches? It's mail time. Woo! Woo! Woo!
Yeah, we were very happy last week to just play that great song from Unbeliever Bach Holiday. We're gonna have to play it again. An unbelievable addition to the music involving Unbelievable and Unbelievers podcast. We really appreciate it. But we're going back to the mailbag, the voice mailbag, and please leave us some voicemails. The number is 469-420-0114. Leave us some fun voicemails. We got a few. I asked people, put the number in your phone. When it's late and you get drunk, I don't know, call us. So let's hear the first voicemail.
Hello? Listen, I got 130.
Okay, well this is I don't know. He says he's got 137 something. This was a series of voicemails sent in succession. Play number 2.
Hello? Hi. I have gotten 137 flu shots. I'm feeling okay, but yeah. All right. Just call me back. Okay. Bye.
Okay. All right, call him back. So he's got
Did you call him back?
137. He's got 137 flu shots.
Yeah, he sounds like it.
It's a lot of flu shots.
It was probably one of those syringes that have like a shot of alcohol you get poured in your mouth.
Yeah, it
You
sounds
ever
like he's
had one of
taking some
those?
other kind of shots. That's what I was just thinking too.
I mean, either way, fucking kudos. That's impressive.
Hey, look, I love the voicemail. You see where the bar is. Send us more. We need more, more,
it's a real
more.
high.
What's going on? Well, he was able, even through his 137 flu shots, he was able to manage one more call a few seconds later.
Listen, if rollerblading is illegal, then I don't want to be legal, all right? All right.
Okay, thank you.
Wait,
So,
if what's illegal?
Well, if rollerblading isn't going to be legal, he doesn't want to be legal. And
Oh, you're fine. It's legal.
I think
And
the flu
you're
shots are
still
working
legal.
out great. Everyone's coming out fine. The calls prove it.
Oh, man. If flu shots are going to make you rollerblade better, I wonder if they can make you do other things better, too. Like,
I love
I've
it.
never-
Thank you for calling. Give us more of that, please. But we do have one more, and this one's a little longer one. Let's hear the final voice mailbag.
Hey guys, it's Corrupted Mask again, and once again I've got the day off of work, and I'm stressing out a lot about school because it's looking a lot more intimidating than I originally thought it was going to be. But even more frustrating than that is I went back to the store today to turn a movie back into Redbox, and I missed a golden opportunity to finally play that prank on my coworker that I mentioned the last time I called in. He's not my buddy, by the way. I think the guy's a jerk. But anyway, yeah. What I have been doing is, since the guy is a conspiracy nut, I have been gaslighting him into thinking that I'm a reptilian. And today I was going to culminate that by going in with a pair of lizard eye contact lenses under my shade and just stare him. But yeah, I just missed that opportunity. So now I'm going to sit back and catch up on episodes of the show that I've been putting off listening to. So yeah, bye.
Well, I'm going to go out on a limb and say he hasn't really missed that opportunity. I mean, unless if you can find out where he lives, you can just stand in front of his house for a few minutes every day.
I love the saga because he called in on the first session and was ready to. He's like gaslighting his conspiracy theory coworker. He's gonna go through with it, but he's keeping us posted. I love it. Keep us up with stuff.
He's not friends with this guy either. Okay, he doesn't like
this
guy.
Jerk. The guy's a jerk.
I love that. That was a great detail.
He probably deserves this gaslighting 100%. I'm fully behind it.
Oh,
I do love it. And you can tell he doesn't have 137 flu shots in him. And that's it. Give us a call once again. What is it? 469-420-0114. Call that voicemail because that's it for this week's Unbelievers Voice Mailbag.
The Unbelievers mailbag. Ooh, right in the mailbag.
Hey, man, check your mailbox.
Hey, you got some new mail over here.
Sup, bitches? It's mail time. Woo! 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 Woo!
I love the voicemail. I mean, this is a great addition so far. Even if we only get a few, I love hearing them come in. We want to hear more. There's one more thing before we go, and that is, of course, everyone's favorite Hear From You segment, poll results. I think I left my body for introing that. I don't know what the hell that was about. All right, this week's poll. What's the sexiest thing in the paranormal? And the choices were Bridge E.T. or Bridget, LaRusha Howe, Zach Baggins, Leonard the Bigfoot, Lolita Young, and of course other. I'm going to ask you, Drea Morrow, what do you think the Unbelievers said?
I think they're going to go for Leonard.
All right, how about you, Rob Oakey?
Definitely Leonard with his tennis ball dick.
Yeah. We're all in agreement? All right, well, congratulations. Congratulations, though. Tied for first place with 5.56% of the vote. Tied with Zach Baggins, Leonard the Bigfoot.
Oh, boy.
He is the sexiest thing in the paranormal.
Oh,
him and
damn.
Zach Baggins. I'm shipping it.
Oh.
And of course, there are others. What's the sexiest thing in the paranormal? Beavis and Butthead 69ing. Signed, Phoebe Pirelli tires. Okay. That's how much. Beavis and Butthead 69ing. That is the sexiest thing in the paranormal. Thank you, Phoebe Pirelli tires. What's the sexiest thing in the paranormal? I just took JC's advice and got 137 flu shots. They were free and I feel great. Signed Bono Yogurt. What the fuck? That was Bono Yogurt calling.
All right, mystery solved.
Finally.
Well, give us some JC.
The third God's 10-star general in the war against media pornography.
All right, 137 flu shots can't be a coincidence. Great job, Bono Yogurt. Going in the lead early. See, you can enhance your poll results with a voicemail, and somehow that's going to work. What's the sexiest thing in the paranormal? Mothman and I played a game where we raced to ejaculate in a bowl. God damn it. This is from Unbeliever Friendly Weatherman. Oh, the Friendly Weatherman. All right, play him his clip. Get it out of the way.
We went to this room. There was this bowl on this table, and I was supposed to ejaculate into the bowl.
That's good stuff.
Yeah, it is. I wonder if this is Raymond rebranding because he's Unbeliever Friendly. What?
Don't be afraid. I'm not going to hurt you. I'm the weatherman.
Yeah, the Unbeliever Friendly Weatherman. All right. I like it. New character. New rebranding. What's the sexiest thing in the paranormal? Brian Frangie. Just ask women. It's certainly not that floozy harlot Crescent. Signed, Crescent's bitter ex-lover, a.k.a. Voodoo. Whoa, Voodoo's been getting... Voodoo, you are Crescent's bitter ex-lover? Well, he says it's Brian Frangie saying...
Ask women.
Yeah. Oh, it's hard to hear the... It's so good to hear that again. We got a little Crescent for him too, maybe?
It was nice.
Oh, thank you. It's good to hear that it was nice. That's the reason it's there. So don't everybody ejaculating. What's the sexiest thing in the paranormal? The Loveland Frogman has the best ass. Signed, Jack Sash. Jack Sash. Thank you, Jack Sash. We haven't done Loveland Frogman yet. Maybe one of the shows will cover it.
Pouring his ass stuck out. I seen his ass.
Oh, there we go.
There you
That's
go.
what I'm talking about. What's the sexiest thing? Good one, Jack Sash. What's the sexiest thing in the paranormal? Rods will always be the sexiest. And that's the last question. This interview is over. Signed, Rod Lover 420. Whoa, that's a different Rod Lover. Look, Rod Lover 420 said rods are the sexiest, and
we just finished the interview. I think we're going to leave it at that.
Yeah, close enough. We knew what you meant, Rod Lover 420. New on the scene, loving it. What's the sexiest thing in the paranormal? I contracted a strain of the clap from Baggins that was circulating a local high school. What do you think that creep gets up to? Signed STD Man. Holy cow,
Ew.
STD Man. What are you talking about?
Oh, don't go to high schools.
He's in the high schools?
You didn't toot, did you? No. Did you smell it?
I don't think he gets the
Stay out
STDs
of the high
from that,
schools,
Rob.
man.
Yeah, we'll have a talk after the show. What's the sexiest thing in the paranormal? Come for Bigfoot 2, into this bowl. Signed, the Wombat Preservationist. Yay!
Okay.
We got it. Yeah, the colon
I'm
into
finding
this bowl.
Bigfoot, bitches.
Yo!
I can't believe that's a real person's voice.
And
Sounds like a toy.
We went to this room. There was this bowl on this table, and I was supposed to ejaculate into the bowl.
No, what does everyone pick? Look, if you're going to pick David Huggins after last week, that's very appropriate. Thank you. Thank you for the Comfort Bigfoot 2 reference. Good job, Wombat Preservationist. What's the sexiest thing in the paranormal? All rods and no tape make Ryle a dull boy. Signed, a week behind guy. Oh, okay. He just heard episode 2, room 237. Good job, signed, a week behind guy. All
That's
rods
great.
and no tape make me a dull boy. Of course.
Russell Ryan. I said his name backwards.
Yeah, because there was no rods on that tape. Great one. Thanks again, a week behind guy. What's the sexiest thing in the paranormal? The Marilyn Monroe succubus. No, but you didn't sign off. And that, I guess that would be the sexiest thing.
Yeah. I'd be happy with that.
I mean,
That's
you didn't
fine.
sign off, but it's great. What's the sexiest thing in the paranormal? Do you even have to ask? The question is clearly rods. Signed, the OG Rod Lover 69. Of course.
Oh, so there's multiple Rod Lovers.
There was Rod Lover 420 and now 69. Let's hear something.
Because there's rods on your tape.
Yeah, of course, for our OG Rod Lover 69. She's the best. What's the sexiest thing in the paranormal? My wife and I have committed to going full Aykroyd no matter who dies first. Signed, Madman. Oh, man. Good job, Madman. I think I have something for Aykroyd. We haven't heard this in a while. Oh, man, you got me out of my chair for that one. Thank you, Madman. What's the sexiest thing in the paranormal? Phoebe Tires, and you didn't sign off, but a great one.
Oh, my goodness.
What's the sexiest thing in the paranormal?
Maybe it was Phoebe.
Yeah, that's hard to argue. What's the sexiest thing? What's the hardest thing in the paranormal? That's a different poll.
The rod's done.
God damn it. What's the sexiest thing in the paranormal? You may have seen his ass, but Portia took it up the ass. Signed, Russell's exploitive sound effect. Wait, hold on.
Wait, what?
That's not my fault. She was just...
Finding Bigfoot, bitches.
All right, I didn't... My exploit... What, do you want a boing? We didn't put that.
Yes.
We're not hearing that again. That's not happening again.
Oh, man.
But I really like it. Thank you very much, Russell's exploitive sound effect. What's the sexiest thing in the paranormal? The rum tum tugger is a curious cat. But you didn't sign off. Maybe you signed off as rum tum tugger is a curious cat, but we get to hear it because... rum. Thank you, David Huggins. And thank you, Rum Tum Tugger is a Curious Cat, the best of the David Huggins. And finally, the last one for this evening. What is the sexiest thing in the paranormal? Shout outs to everyone putting out Bigfoot smut during the pandemic. I'm gonna catch Bigfoot, bitches. Signed Blue Box UFO, who got a shout out earlier because we had our VW bus reference. He loves
I'm finding
them. Give us
Bigfoot,
the last
bitches.
clip.
I'm finding Bigfoot, bitches.
All right, he gets a double take. Great one. So many good ones tonight. I'm going to go over them a little bit. We had Boner Yogurt with, I just took JC's advice and got 137 flu shots. They were free and I feel great. We had Phoebe Pirelli Tires with Beavis and Butthead 69ing. Unbeliever Friendly
Nice.
Weatherman, new in the scene with Mothman and I played a game where we raced to ejaculate in a bowl. We had Crescent's Bitter Ex-Lover, a.k.a. Voodoo, Brian Frangie, just ask women. It's certainly not that floozy Charlotte Crescent. We had had Jack Sash with The Loveland Frogman has the best ass, of course. We had Rod Lover 420 with Rods Will Always Be the Sexiest, and that's the last question. This interview is over. I like that one. He had that good clip in there. We had STD Man with I Contracted a Strain of the Clap from Baggins that was circulating at a local high school. What do you think that creep gets up to? We had The Wombat Preservationist with Come for Bigfoot 2, Into This Bowl. All right. We had signed a week behind guy, All Rods and No Take Make Rilo a Dull Boy. We had Rod Lover 69, the OG with Do You Ever Have to Ask? The answer is clearly Rods. We had The Madman with My Wife and I Have Committed to Going Full Aykroyd no matter who dies first. We had Russell's exploitive sound effect with You May Have Seen His Ass, but Portia took it up the ass. God damn it. And you also had Blue Box UFO with shout outs to everyone putting out Bigfoot smut during the pandemic. I'm going to catch Bigfoot bitches. So many great ones tonight, but I am going to leave it up to me tonight because I rarely pick, and I'm going to do it this time, and I don't even know who I'm going to pick, but guess what? With Mothman and I played a game where we raced to ejaculate in a bowl. Congratulations, Unbeliever Friendly Weatherman. You just won this week's poll result.
That was a good pick, Russ. I stand behind that fully. I may or may not, but I don't want to go on to record as saying that I agree, but I agree.
Oh man, if we ever get Elijah Henderson on the show, I gotta make him pick poll results because everyone wins that week.
I'm pretty sure he's available. I'm pretty sure he's probably available.
We're getting
he would never be able to commit to. He wouldn't be able to commit to one. He'd be able to commit to a date to record, but yeah.
We'll follow him around. Okay, he's gonna be there. We'll find him. All right, we've come to the end of the program. Before we go, Drea Moore, do you have anything you would like to say or plug?
Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter at UnbelieverDrea and on Instagram at BestDreaMora. And, well, we're starting up a new podcast, and that's going to be at Paranormal Alcoholics.